Hello, beautiful souls. It's Emily with Twins in Union. I am back once again with a Twin Flame Collective reading for us for the new moon in Gemini. And this is a super new moon, so these energies are going to feel a little bit more intense than usual new moons. And so before I dive in, as always, I just want to take a quick moment and say thank you all for being here with me. Thank you to all of my new subscribers, my longtime loyal subscribers. Thank you to everyone who has purchased readings with me and coaching sessions and channeled paintings. I just so love supporting you guys and being a guide for you in your journey. And thank you for all of your wonderful, amazing comments on my last video. It just always warms my heart and lifts my spirits to know that putting in the time and effort to do these readings, it really does make a difference for you and that you really appreciate it. And yeah, it's just lifts my spirits to hear positive feedback from you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you for the kind words, the likes, the shares, and just your presence here means a lot. So, all right. So with that being said, I will dive into a little bit of what's going on in terms of the energies. So we are in the midst of a big portal right now. The 6/6 portal was at its peak on June the 6th. And the guidance that I was getting was that this portal started on the full moon in Sagittarius on May 29th. And so it's just kind of been like this building up of energy, and that this will close around the solstice, which I believe is June 21st or 22nd, so coming up pretty soon here. And this is a really powerful gateway, I feel, especially for the Divine Masculine. This is a time when the sun is at its peak with the solstice coming up. And the Divine Masculine energy is ruled by the sun. So this is a very powerful time for the Divine Masculine, and what I'm sensing is that this is a time of that awakening energy, of revelations, of aha moments, of clearing and transmuting and purging and preparing to open up to receive more and move to a new level in this journey. For the Divine Feminine, what I'm sensing with this gateway is a lot of transformation and rebirth energy. And when the solstice comes, that's going to be the longest day of the year. And then after that is when the days start getting shorter and we start moving into longer nights. So the yin energy, the feminine energy, will start to gradually increase, and the masculine energy will start to decrease as we move towards the fall and winter. And this is for in the northern hemisphere. So of course, if you're in the southern hemisphere, that would all look different for you. But this is just what I'm picking up with where I am at in the northern hemisphere and what I'm feeling in the collective energies. So if this has been an intense period for you, then just know that this is a very, very powerful gateway that we are in right now, and just be patient with yourself. I know for me personally, I've had a lot going on with family, some family emergency stuff going on. And so it's just that Uranus energy coming in, I think, is still here too, where it's like that lightning bolt and revelations or little shakeups or unexpected things happening. and it's bringing healing. So it's all good. But yeah, it can be intense. This is an intense year with it being a master number 11 year, and so there's a lot of balancing happening too. June is a number 6 month, so we are in this balancing kind of energy and maybe this push-pull kind of energy, and needing to really be mindful about managing our own energy and helping others when we can, and also taking good care of ourselves and watering our own garden, so to speak. And yeah, so just some things that I thought I would share. If you have been going through some intense challenges in your ascension, and maybe some family things coming up, just know we are in really powerful energies right now. So let's see, as far as this super new moon in Gemini, it is a super new moon, so the energies are going to feel stronger than a regular new moon. Gemini is such a beautiful sign. It's an air sign. It's very lighthearted, it's playful, it's flirty and fun. And we are at this peak of summer here in the Northern Hemisphere, where we are enjoying sunshine and nature and getting out and feeling the air and breathing the air. And so there is that aspect of Gemini, and with it also being an air sign, it's also very communicative. And so you may be noticing increased communication, whether it's just with friends and family, and getting out and seeing people more, connecting with people. Yeah, so it's just this beautiful, lighthearted, fun, curious, inquisitive, communicative kind of energy. And with a new moon, this is also a very internal, inward kind of an energy. So some of this energy is energy that we are pulling from the sun, with the sun being in Gemini right now. And so it's where we are taking time to go within and plant those new seeds and look at new beginnings. And so this new moon, I feel, as far as for twin flame connections and energies, is very beautiful. And this spread that I have here for us is just probably one of the most beautiful spreads that I've ever pulled for the collective. So I'm just really excited to share it with you. But it is all about letting our guard down and communicating our truth from a place that is not only empowered, where we are standing in our truth as a divine sovereign being, but we are sharing and communicating in a way that is also lighthearted and joyful, and just letting our guard down, letting ourselves be vulnerable and opening ourselves up. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like I'm just feeling some of that right now, just that kind of raw, vulnerable energy. And I was noticing myself having a lot of resistance to doing this video today, and I was just like, what is this all about? And so it's just kind of like, it feels like this really tender, emotional, nervous, but kind of excited energy, like that something is being born. And it's just this really raw, beautiful, tender energy. So I don't know, that's what I'm feeling. So anyway, let's see, let me look at my notes here. Yeah, I guess if I had to sum up this new moon, it would be that it is bringing us healing and love through communication. So it's a very beautiful energy, and it is that new start. So take some time to think about what intentions you want to set with this new moon. This is when we plant those new seeds, we set those new intentions. And what is it that you would like to see manifest and evolve and grow, and what would you like to nurture in your life? over the course of this next moon cycle. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave the energy report at that, and I feel like the cards are really going to speak for themselves and share more of these new moon energies and what's happening through the cards. So yeah, so with that being said, I'm going to turn the camera towards the cards, and we will start looking at these beautiful, beautiful messages. And before I do that, really quick, I will say I am seeing a lot of union energy in this reading, which is very, very exciting. And just keep in mind, this is a general reading for our soul group. So I always set the intention for everyone to receive healing and to receive messages, but just keep in mind we can't all come into union at the same time. I do feel that this solstice is going to bring a group of twins together in their reunion process or coming into union. So it is really, really exciting to see this, and I feel like as a collective we just need to give all of ourselves a pat on the back and say job well done, because this is just showing us how all of our hard work, all of our spiritual work, all of our inner work, all of our healing work is paying off. And it's just really exciting to see these energies coming through for us as a group, as a collective. And it's something to celebrate. And this is reminding me too that this morning I was like half awake, half asleep in that dozing state, and having a conversation with my spirit guides, and I was asking them about, show me how unions are coming together. Like, what does this look like? What can we expect? And so what I was shown was they started out showing me like one of those heartbeat monitors where it kind of is like a pulsing, it shows the heartbeat. And so what I gathered from that was that it's going to be like a pulsing action of groups coming together in like pulses. And then I asked for more clarification, and then they showed me like, you know, when you're in an airplane and you're looking down over a large area of land and you can see like where the city is, because you see like a cluster of lights like when it's nighttime. And so they were showing me this aerial view of the earth, and that there were like clusters, and then in between the clusters of lights where the cities were, there'd be like tiny little twinkly lights and little towns in between the bigger clusters. So it was basically like there are clusters of twins coming together, and it's going to be kind of in a heartbeat pulse, like a heartbeat of the earth. And but there will be like little tiny twinkles of twin flames coming into union in between the big clusters too. So it's just going to be those big grand clusters, and I'm seeing one here at the solstice, and I'm seeing another one in July with like eclipse season, and I'm seeing another really big one in September around the equinox in September with the fall equinox, or I guess that would be summer equinox if you're in the southern hemisphere. So I don't know, that was just what I was being shown, and of course more clusters coming in 2019. So I think it's just important for all of us to really acknowledge ourselves for all of the hard work that we're doing, and to celebrate those who are coming into union, and to know that our time is coming too, and it's just all positive win-win situation. So it's really beautiful. So okay, I guess I just got kind of long-winded there, and I see it's 14:44. So I'm going to turn the camera towards the cards now, and we will dive into the reading. So here we go. Okay, so I've got everything all laid out, and as usual, I will hold up the cards so that we can see the images more clearly. And let's see, as usual, I have the divine masculine energies over here on this side, and the divine feminine energies over here. And then in the center is the union energy. And I will also share a oracle message with a overall message from Spirit at the end for us, and that will be from The Wisdom of the Golden Path by Tony Carmine Salerno. And the other decks I am using is the Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. And to clarify on the edges there, I've got the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. And, and then I will do a romance message for us from the Divine Love Letters books as well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with showing the cards on the bottom of the deck. So this is like the circumstantial energy, and I thought it was really interesting because they are both very, very similar energies. So on the bottom of the Energy Oracle deck, we have walking away. So this, I feel, is connected to this new moon in Gemini. And this is an energy of walking away from the past, walking away from what no longer serves us anymore, leaving behind all of the things that cannot come into our union with us, and moving towards a brighter future. And so we see this beautiful feminine figure, and she is moving towards a brighter future, and she's ready to close the gate behind her. So I feel like we are in a period of wrapping up some old stuff, saying goodbye to some things, whether it's going through our house and cleaning out our closets and throwing out stuff that we don't need or want anymore, or saying goodbye to a workplace that isn't serving us anymore, or saying goodbye to a friend that we feel just isn't for our highest good anymore, or whatever, old habits that aren't serving us anymore, old patterns that don't really align with the truth of who we are anymore. All of these things that happened in the past with our beloved that we're really ready to let go of, and we're just ready to heal that and forgive that and move on and move into this beautiful, brighter, higher frequency energy that is more aligned with the truth of our soul and that is more aligned with unconditional love. So it's a really beautiful energy, and this pink dress that she has on is symbolic of, pink is a combination of the color red and the color white mixed together. So it's that red passion with the white purity combined together to make this beautiful soft pink energy, which is also the energy of the feminine heart energy. So I just think this is a beautiful kind of circumstantial energy for where we are at right now, ready to say goodbye to past hurts, to old patterns, and people, places, and things that aren't serving our highest good anymore. So that's that one. And then the other deck had pretty much the same energy with the Eight of Water. And so water is emotion, so emotional patterns, and then 8 is moving on, moving forward, and this is moving forward in a positive way. That brighter light, towards that better future. It's going to be good. It says the desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. So this is a time of going within. Like I was saying with the new moon, it's like that more introspective energy where we are looking within ourselves and we're asking ourselves, what has real meaning to me, and how can I grow spiritually, and how can I grow emotionally, and how can I move on into a better, more positive vibration by releasing old grudges that I'm holding on to, or just things that happen that don't really matter anymore and aren't really aligned with where we are at right now. We're just ready to let go of all of the old emotional hurts and wounds and baggage, and to really wipe the slate clean and have a fresh start and move forward into a brighter, more positive future. So I think that's pretty powerful and very telling to see such similar energies coming up on the bottoms of the deck there. Okay, well, let's take a look at what is going on with our dear Divine Masculine. So I asked Spirit, what is the Divine Masculine thinking? How is he thinking about this connection? How is he thinking about his Divine Feminine at the time of this new moon in Gemini? And so the card that came up is Fourth Chakra. And this has an image of Archangel Raphael on this card. And Archangel Raphael is the Archangel of the heart. He is the heart healer. He brings harmony into our connections, into our love relationships, our family relationships. Yeah, he is the ultimate heart healer. And so what I'm sensing with this card is the Divine Masculine is, he's thinking about how he feels. He's really thinking about this connection in a way that is how he feels in his heart, which I think is absolutely beautiful, because for so long I started my channel almost a year ago, and I remember when I did the first collective reading, and the Divine Masculine was really struggling with the ego. And so over the course of the past year, as I've been doing these readings, it's just been really beautiful to watch the unfolding of the Divine Masculine awakening. And so I feel like this is the Divine Masculine really being able to feel his heart and feel his feelings. And there's a connection of energy that is flowing between his heart and his mind now. Before, it was just like there was a disconnect or a split, or like the energy was cut off between his head and his heart. And so this to me is telling me that now there's this beautiful flow of energy between his heart and his head. And so he has made a lot of progress in dissolving the ego mind, and there's energy flowing here, and he's able to really think about things from a place of, how do I feel about this? Or looking into his heart and asking himself what is going on in his heart, and starting to be able to make decisions that are not only based on logic and rational thinking and the workings of the mind, but also feeling what he feels in his heart, and being able to weigh how he feels and what his emotions are into the equation. So I think that's just absolutely beautiful energy. And I feel too that there is a lot of a desire for healing here, with Archangel Raphael being such a powerful healer. And so I feel like this is Archangel Raphael showing us that a lot of heart healing is happening for the Divine Masculine. And so it could be an emotional time right now for the Divine Masculine too. heart opening, heart expansion, starting to really open up and feel his heart and make decisions from a place that is balanced within his heart and his mind. So that's really beautiful energy to see here. And this is a number 38. So this is really strange. I have a solicitor who is a strong masculine pounding on my door right now, but I think I'm just going to keep moving on with the reading because I do not have a pause button. But I think when I'm doing readings, I take into account things that are happening around me as part of the reading. So what I'm getting with this is the divine masculine, he's like knocking on the divine feminine's door, and he's like wants to be let in, and he's ringing her doorbell and he is knocking on her door. And so this part of him is like, I want to be let in. I want to feel this closer connection with her. I want to be in her life. I want, this is just so cool. Okay, he's leaving now. I hate to just ignore that, but I'm very positive he's a solicitor. So I just think it was really cool how divinely orchestrated that just was. So yeah, the divine masculine, he's really thinking about this connection. He's really feeling the connection, and he's really like knocking on the divine feminine's door, so to speak. And this is a number 38. So 3 representing an energy of collaboration and cooperation and wanting to rebuild and expand and grow. And with the number 8, again, that's that energy of wanting to move forward. So I just feel that this is the divine masculine thinking about wanting to really build something with the divine with the divine feminine that is from this very honest, true, heartfelt, sincere place, and really wanting to be able to move forward and put the past in the past and move forward into something new, rebuild something new, grow together. And that 8 is like that infinity sign turned upright, that eternal love and that exchange of love that is back and forth between the twins. So really beautiful. And the clarifying card that came up with this is the Ace of Water. So another water sign here for emotion. And this is what I'm asking Spirit, what is he thinking? So he's thinking about his feelings a lot. He's thinking about these emotional ideas and concepts and desires, and this is the Ace. So this is about wanting to start a new beginning. He is knocking energetically on the divine feminine's door and saying, you know, I want this new beginning. I want a new fresh start. I'm ready to move on from the past, and I'm hoping that you will let me in and that we can have a new beginning. And so it says falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, or a new home. So I really feel like a lot of the divine masculine are experiencing stronger intuition, stronger psychic gifts, stronger signs and synchronicities from the universe. And this new moon is bringing in a lot of energy with, there is some aspect with Uranus in there that is bringing in revelations for the divine masculine, I feel, for all of us really. But I feel like, especially with this Ace of Water card, that the divine masculine is really getting a lot of aha moments and revelations and clarity, and so this is just really beautiful energy to see coming through here. And it is this desire for wanting to rebuild, wanting to start anew, wanting to wipe the slate clean and have a new beginning, a new emotional beginning with his feminine. So I just think that's absolutely beautiful energy, and really opening up and awakening to his spiritual side. And just, I love the colors in this Archangel Raphael card with the teal blue and the green and the pink. So the green represents the masculine heart energy, and the pink represents the feminine heart energy, and then that teal blue represents the higher heart, the cosmic heart energy. So it's just this beautiful culmination of these new emotional beginnings, and this is something that he's really thinking about. So it's so beautiful to see that. Okay, well, let's look at what the Divine Masculine is feeling in his heart. And again, another beautiful card here, action. And so we see these two horses running through this green field. So like I was just saying, green represents that masculine heart energy. And there's so much light, and this bright light shining up here in the sky, and it's making me think about the solstice energy and how we are at this culmination point where the sun is at its peak, and how the masculine is ruled by the sun energy. And this is giving him power and strength to move forward. And so we have this beautiful black beauty here representing the feminine energy, and the white masculine horse representing the masculine energy. So yin, yang, night, day, moon, sun. So these horses here are representing the yin, yang energy, the masculine and feminine coming together. And so when we look closely at this white horse representing the masculine, he's like ready to charge ahead. He is ready to take action. He has his head plunged down, his feet are up off the grass. He's like in the Derby, and he's ready to win. We have the Kentucky Derby here in the States, so I'm referring to, it's a huge horse race. And my Divine Masculine and I actually had our very first meeting on the day of the Derby. So I'm just thinking of that right now. But yeah, so it's like he's just in this heart energy. He's feeling this energy and this desire to surge and plow ahead in his heart. So again, just absolutely beautiful energy in the Divine Masculine's heart space. And this is a number 17. Oh my gosh. So we have this underlying energy with the 8 of water. We have this 38 with Archangel Raphael, and now we have this 17, which adds up to an 8. So 8 is a number of moving forward powerfully. It's a number of success. It's a number of abundance. It is a number of that infinity with the number 8. So beautiful energy here of powerfully moving forward within the heart space. And with the number 1, that is representing being that divine sovereign being that leader, being that strong individual who's going to stand in his truth and take that risk. And this new moon in Gemini is supporting the energies of taking a risk. The Gemini is all about being really curious and just kind of being like just letting down your guard and going for it, like just getting to the next level, taking that risk. So I'm feeling that energy coming through with this heart energy for the Divine Masculine. And so I asked Spirit, can you give us more insight? What is the Divine Masculine wanting to take action towards? Please show us more of what this action card means. Please clarify. And so the clarifying card that came up is the King of Air. So this is, again, really showing this beautiful new moon in Gemini energy coming through as this desire to speak his truth. King of Air is all about this air energy, which is the Gemini energy, and it's communicative, and it speaks its truth. It says it's brilliant, impartial, diplomatic, professional. It says, speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. And so, like I was saying earlier, the divine masculine with the Archangel Raphael heart healing card showing up in his mental space and how he's thinking about the connection, and how there's this flow of energy happening now between the heart and the mind. And so I feel like this King of Air here is showing us that this action that the divine masculine wants to take is speaking his truth and coming forward and saying, hey, this is how I really feel. I'm going to lay out all my cards. I'm going to express my emotions. I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve here. I'm letting down my guard, and this is the truth of how I feel. So this could show up in many different ways, where it could be you receive a text or an email or a phone call or a handwritten letter in the mail, or whatever applies to your situation. And it says, speak your mind with confidence. So I just feel like that's why Archangel Raphael and the heart chakra is showing up in his mind, because it's not only that he's wanting to speak his mind with confidence, but he's wanting to share what's in his heart as well. And we see these horses are moving towards the feminine in the reading, towards her side of the cards. So I'm just kind of blown away by this reading, and I've never pulled cards that expressed a coming together so beautifully. So I just think this is so beautiful. It's making me emotional just thinking about it. Oh my gosh. I think I'm feeling some of the masculine's energy here, and it's just like this really strong desire, but then at the same time, like all this nervousness, but excitement at the same time. And just this like strong will to just go for it, even though it's like totally terrifying. So, wow. But so beautiful, so beautiful. So if you're feeling this, if you're a divine masculine and you're feeling this, then I hope that this reading is helping you and giving you courage and strength. Okay, so then I asked Spirit, what is the divine masculine wanting at this new moon in Gemini? And 2 cards popped out, and I think I will start with this one. I'll do them one by one. So the first thing that the divine masculine is wanting is 3rd chakra with Archangel Chamuel. So the 3rd chakra is the solar plexus, and we see Archangel Chamuel here holding this beautiful golden ball of light over his kind of belly button area, and so that is approximately where the solar plexus is. It's about 2 fingers width above the belly button, so that abdominal stomach kind of area. And this is where our personal power resides. This is where our self-esteem, our confidence, it's that sun energy where we are radiating our light out into the world. And so what I'm picking up with this card is that the divine masculine is really wanting the strength and the confidence and the courage and this solar power that is coming through with the summer solstice to really help him in being able to take this action and being able to share his feelings and share his heart and be vulnerable and take the risk. And Archangel Chamuel is also an archangel that works with love connections. So if you are a divine masculine that works with the archangels, Archangel Chamuel is a good archangel to call upon to assist you in balancing and healing your solar plexus so that you can feel more confident, and also in clearing the path to your connection with your beloved. And this is a number 37, so another number 3 showing up here, which is that energy of wanting to build something, wanting to cooperate, wanting to see eye to eye, wanting to work with others to build something beautiful together. And the 7 is the spiritual path, and knowing that you are on the right path, and this is your destiny. This is all this intuition, and all these signs and synchronicities you're getting are there to help guide you and let you know you are on the right path. And this new moon is really supportive for us to pay attention to what we are hearing and sensing, and that higher knowing and that intuition and the internal voice that is guiding us, that's connected to our higher self and our soul, that is helping us move in the right direction, and listening to that instead of all the external advice and babble from people around us telling us, oh, you should do this, or oh, you should do that, or I think this would be the better way to go, or feeding us all this information and advice that we don't necessarily need to hear, because we just need to hear that quiet voice within. And that's another thing that this card is connected to, is that higher self and that quiet voice, that when we can get quiet and go within, we hear the guidance, we know what we need to do, and the path becomes clear. And this adds up to a number 10. So this is coming to a completion. 10 is that conversion point of completing the cycle and moving into the new beginning, and 10 breaks down to a 1. So it is closing out this old pattern of not feeling worthy, not feeling good enough, not feeling like you have the confidence within you to go for it and to have this beautiful divine love. So bringing that energy into completion so that you can move forward, because you're feeling that in your heart, that you want to move forward. And so the other card that came up with the 3rd chakra, Archangel Chamuel, is the door to romance. So what I was getting when I saw these 2 cards together is what the divine masculine is wanting, is he's wanting the confidence to start this new beginning, to open this door to this beautiful divine love, and to take that action that he's feeling compelled to take in his heart. And this is just such a beautiful card, and we see this heart that it looks like it's been in a cage, in this like bird cage, like here, and it's time to let our hearts open and to not hide and block off the heart inside that cage anymore. And if you look closely, the heart is not in the cage anymore. The bars are not going through the heart here, they're behind the heart. And there's a little keyhole there, and the little key hanging on the side of the bird cage. So you have the key. You have the key to unlock this beautiful door to romance and to have this new beginning. And you have the confidence too. And it's a 33. So 33 is the Ascended Masters. So the Ascended Masters are here to help you and support you in opening this new door to romance And 33 is also the number of the master teacher. And this is a journey where going through all of these challenges that strengthen you and help you build your confidence and help you stand in the truth of who you are giving you the wisdom to be a master teacher in divine love, in how unconditional love works, how relationships work, how this journey is making you a master in this and bringing you so much wisdom to share with others. And maybe that will be part of what you bring into your twin flame mission when you are working with your divine feminine, that you will be an example to the world of what a divine love connection looks like, and you will inspire others and teach others, even if it's just through your example, that this amazing, beautiful divine love is possible and available for everyone. And this is the 3 and the 3 add up to a 6. And here we are in the 6th month of the year with June. And 6 is the number of the lovers, and 6 is associated with Gemini. So I absolutely love that. And 6 is a number of healing and harmony and bringing things into balance. And so I really feel like this solstice that's coming up is going to bring healing and harmony and balance into our connections. And so as far as the clarifying card, I asked Spirit, please clarify more about what this confidence and this new beginning in love is for the divine masculine. And so we got the 5 of water as the clarifying card. So 5 of water, again, lots of emotion for the divine masculine here. We have Ace of Water here. We have this 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael card, all this green energy here in the heart space. And now we have a 5 of water, so more emotion, energy coming through with the water. And so 5 is a number of challenge. It's a number of creating positive change through facing a challenge and going through the transformation. And so what I'm getting with this as the clarifying card for the 3rd chakra and the door to romance is that this confidence issue that the divine masculine is having is around this fear of loss. The 5 of water is a card that is associated with the feelings of loss and grief and sadness, and it has like that separation kind of energy to it. And so I just feel like this is like this fear of rejection coming through, and this fear that if the masculine does move forward and does go after this and does speak his truth, that it's just all going to blow up in his face, and then he'll just have to deal with the feelings of loss and grief and sadness, and what if I lose my feminine forever, and just not seeing the bright side of things, but just worrying about the worst. So divine masculine, have faith, have faith. The number 5 here is challenging you to move through this and create positive change and transformation. And this is all just, this is like the water under the bridge card. Let that stuff all go and be in the past. And there's these cups that have fallen down and are broken here. And that's representing all of the stuff from the past. And then we have these 2 beautiful chalices that are standing tall. And that's where you want to focus your energy right now. This beautiful divine love, 2 of Cups, is right here available for you. And it's just a matter of busting through the fears and taking hold of this confidence, knowing that you have divine support, angelic support. And if you're not there yet, it's okay. Be patient and gentle with yourself. This has to be in your own divine timing. healing is a process. It doesn't happen overnight, but if this is an area where you feel like you need work, then maybe doing some meditations to help heal and balance your solar plexus, or maybe some emotional freedom tapping, the EFT technique, or whatever kind of healing methods feel nurturing and comfortable for you to help strengthen that solar plexus and build your confidence. And just be patient and compassionate with yourself, because healing is a process and it takes time, and you can't have somebody like break their arm and then expect it to heal within a day. This is a process and it takes time, and these are energies. So we are just looking at, it's kind of like the weather report for what is going on collectively right now. And these are just energies that are out there and available for us and can just help us grow in our awareness. So honor where you're at and just know that you are making such beautiful progress, and this is so amazing and so beautiful, and this is your time to rise and shine and move into this beautiful, powerful energy of the awakened divine masculine. So it's just really amazing to see that. So keep up the good work. Okay, wow, beautiful, beautiful. So let's see what's going on with the Divine Feminine, and we have, okay, so I asked, what is the Divine Feminine thinking about during this new moon in Gemini? And so we have woman holding a coin. So on a general level, what I'm feeling with this card is a lot of different things. I feel like the Divine Feminine is very focused on her career, her finances, her mission, just getting things in order in her physical world. Maybe she is looking into a new career path, or applying for new jobs, or going to school to learn new skills, things like that. I'm also sensing that this could relate to physical health. So some Divine Feminines may be very focused on getting their physical health in order, working on their nutrition, working on a exercise regimen, getting better sleep at night, just really wanting to strengthen her physical health and focus on her physical well-being and her body. Yeah, and then, the other message is she's just really thinking about receiving this offer from her Divine Masculine and wondering, when is this offer going to come through? Just really wanting to be open to receiving an offer from her Divine Masculine that is very solid and very stable and very grounded and very tangible and very real, that she can see it and touch it and feel it, and it's in this physical world. And she's also really tuned into her intuition. This black cat here represents her intuition, and she's wearing this beautiful purple dress here, and she's got these purple flowers in her hair. So she's very tuned in to her intuition. She's very connected with spirit. She's very in tune with the psychic information that she's receiving, downloads of information coming through, and whatever guidance she's getting. And yeah, so this is a 42, so that number 4 there representing the physical earth plane, something that's balanced, something that's stable, something that's solid, something that has structure to it. Just really getting stability in her physical world, her physical body, her finances, and in this connection with her beloved. And then the 2 representing this divine partnership. And when we add the 4 and the 2, we get a 6 once again. So another number 6 here, and 6 representing this energy of love and harmony, and this love offer that she's wanting to come in to create more harmony and balance and beauty in her life. Yeah. So as far as the clarifying card for this, I just asked Spirit, give us some more information, please, on what this woman holding a coin is all about, with what the feminine is thinking. And so we have Knight of Water. So I really feel that energy coming through, that this is the divine feminine being in this place of thinking about receiving an offer from her beloved and wanting it to be something that is really stable and tangible and something that has great value. It says emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and contemplative. Falling in love, wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, and an invitation to a social event. So again, I just feel like this has to do with this offer, some kind of a proposal or offer coming towards her from the divine masculine. And that she's really grounded about it. There's this bright red chair that she's sitting in here. So it's like she is sitting in her throne. She is grounded. She is centered. She knows her value. I feel she really is balanced in her mind and emotions. And she's just really got her stuff together, and she's just listening to her intuition, following the guidance, and doing her thing, being her best version, and holding space for when that offer does come in. So yeah, really beautiful. Okay, so what is the divine feminine feeling in her heart? And we have man holding a heart. So again, just beautiful energy coming through here for the divine feminine's heart space. She is holding space in her heart for her beloved. And just patiently loving him, and even if it's from afar energetically, just that she is sending him love, she is thinking of him. He lives in her heart. This is like the twin within. And so I'm just getting this sense of the masculine living in her heart, whether he is by her side or not. She knows that he is always there with her. He is in her heart at all times, and she can connect with him there, and he can be reassured that she is holding this space for him, and this is who she is feeling and holding and embracing in her heart, is her beloved divine masculine. I also feel like this could have to do with some of this balancing energy going on right now, and that this could represent the feminine's own divine masculine energy balancing within her heart, where her emotions are balancing and she is feeling really strong and stable in her heart, where her own internal divine masculine energy is very balanced, and she is balanced between her head and her heart. And again, there's just so much red here for first chakra energy, which is that really grounded, stable, solid structure kind of energy coming through here. And this is a 45, so again, that another number 4 representing the heart chakra and this stable, balanced structure, and a number 5 representing change and transformation and change. So what I'm sensing is that this does kind of go back to what she's thinking about, where she's thinking about this offer that she would love to see come forward from her divine masculine. And she is ready to experience whatever challenges come about from that, to create positive change, to release the past, to move into a place of greater freedom and liberation in her heart so that she can openly share her love and really experience this connection fully and authentically with her beloved. And when we add the 4 and the 5, we get a number 9. And 9, I feel like, is actually associated with the energy of strength, and it's also associated with the higher calling. So I feel like this is her feeling this higher calling coming from this desire to be with her divine masculine, that it is our soul's calling. It is a divine calling. It's a divine mission, and just really feeling that energy in her heart. And so I asked for further clarification, and the clarifying card that came up with this is 4 of Fire. And so again, this is another 4 here, so 45 and 4. And this is, I feel that she is wanting this structure. She's wanting balance. She's wanting harmony. She's wanting to feel this joy and this happiness and this openness with her divine masculine. It says contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. So it's almost like this feeling of like nesting in her heart, where she's ready to prepare the space, she's ready to prepare the home, she's ready to prepare the home in her heart to receive her divine masculine. And the 4 of Fire is a card of celebration and coming together and being in that energy of joy and abundance and just emotional fulfillment and happiness. And she's ready to share that. Her heart is open and just ready to receive this beautiful, harmonious, divine love with her masculine. Okay, so let's see what the divine feminine is wanting at this new moon in Gemini, and we have Angel of Strength. So this is a journey that requires a lot of strength. It requires this warrior mindset, this warrior heart, this soul of the warrior, where we are strong, sturdy souls. It's pretty amazing. One of my clients, you know who you are, sent me a beautiful email the other day, and she just was like, you know what, I think that divine feminines are like the strongest women in the world. And it's true. It's like we have to be really strong and really solid and just have so much determination to keep moving ahead and perseverance. And it's like our soul won't give up. We know this is our destiny, and you can't just let go of something that you are divinely called to. And it just takes a lot of strength and perseverance. So she's just really wanting to stand in her power, stand in her truth. And I feel like, you know, I'm seeing some mirroring here with what each twin wants. The divine masculine is wanting this confidence and courage and strength, and the divine feminine is wanting this power and strength and standing in her truth. And, you know, it's just this energy of each of them really wanting to feel empowered. And I feel like this new moon is really supporting us in being empowered to speak our truth, to stand in our truth, to be ourselves, and to let our guard down and really come forward and shine our light. And it's really beautiful to see that. So, yeah. And so, like I said, some twins, this might be their time for union. Other twins, we may still need to keep persevering and standing in this place of strength and knowing our truth and just really honoring that and continuing to forge ahead on the journey, knowing that our destiny is coming too. And this is a number 50, so another 5 here. So lots of 6s, lots of 5s, lots of 8s coming through in this reading. And so 5 again, it's facing the challenge, meeting it head on. Look at how determined her eyes are. She's not backing down. She knows her truth. She's facing the challenge head on. She's ready to embrace whatever challenge comes up, and she's going to take it and transform it and be liberated by it. And so I asked for clarification about what is it that the Divine Feminine is wanting. And the card that came up is a Major Arcana, Release. So this would be comparable to the Death card in the traditional tarot, and it's actually a very beautiful energy that goes back to this number 5 here. It is an energy of transformation, rebirth. And like I was saying, I feel like this gateway that we are in is a time of rebirth for the feminine, and this new moon is supporting us in this transformation and rebirth process. And maybe for some divine feminines, this rebirth is going to be receiving communication from their divine masculine that is going to completely transform their life, completely transform their soul, completely bring in all this new energy, and it will be like a death and a rebirth on that level, or it could be any other level just through our ascension process, completing a cycle and realizing these things that we are letting go of that don't serve us anymore. We have to let those things die in order to be fully reborn into the truth of who we are, to more fully align with our soul's truth, and to be like that phoenix rising from the ashes. And with this being a 13, and we have this new moon as today, June 13th, and again another number 4 here too, and we add the 1 and the 3. So the 1 representing standing in her strength, standing in that energy of the sovereign divine being, that leader, and 3 representing this rebuilding of the new, moving into this new space where we can cooperate and coordinate and start to rebuild a whole new foundation for a whole new beginning. And it's really beautiful. It says the end of a phase or a situation, spiritual transformation. It's time to move on. So again, just reiterating those underlying energies on the bottom of the deck. It's time to let that which needs to fade away and die and be released, to let that go so that we can move towards our destiny even more. So I love that. Very powerful energy there for the Divine Feminine. Okay, so let's look at the union. And we have the attachment card. So what I'm getting with this card is a couple of different things. Again, this is the union energy, so this is representing the energy for both of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. This is like the energy of the connection. And so I feel like this has to do with all this talk that we've been talking about of like letting go. And it's just like I was really feeling this energy the other day, like earlier this week, there was a lot of intense emotional energy coming up. And it was just this feeling like we are connected to this person in such a strong way. And it's just like, sometimes it's just all this stuff from the past. It's like this pole that she is chained to here. I hope you guys can see that. But she's chained, her wrist is chained to this pole. And it's like this pole represents all of the past stuff, all of the baggage from the past, all of the hurts, all of the wounds, all of the misunderstandings, all of the miscommunications, just whatever you dealt with your beloved in the past. It's like just feeling chained to that and wanting to feel free and wanting to just break those chains. Isn't there some song about break these chains of love? I think it's an 80s song, and I'm totally forgetting who sings that, but it's something about together we can do it, together we can break these chains of love. And so it's just time to break free from all of the past crap and to just completely let go of it and move forward into this clean slate, into this fresh start. And so I feel like this new moon is really asking us to clear whatever we still need to clear from the past and let that go. And we also see she has this mask here. And a big part of our healing in this connection is taking off the mask and revealing our true selves to each other. And we both do it. And it's like there's that mirroring effect too. When one of us puts on our mask, the other one is like, okay, well then I'm putting on my mask. And so now I feel like it's like she's taking the mask off. It's time to let our guard down. It's time to show our true colors. It's time to share our hearts. It's time to speak the truth of how we feel. And it's time to let go of anything that we've been holding on to that has kept us chained to the past. And I know I don't want to feel this stuff anymore in my connection. I'm ready to just let that go. And yeah, there's healing conversations that need to happen. But it's like, I know I'm ready to take that mask off, and I'm ready to be vulnerable. And this is another number 5 here. So I'm ready to face the challenge. Like, it's facing the challenge. And ultimately it's bringing healing, and it's bringing liberation, and it's bringing freedom. Just think about how amazing it's going to feel when we can get to that place where we aren't dragging around all of this heavy stuff, you know, and we're just totally going to let that go, and we're not hiding anymore behind who we think we should be or what we think we ought to be or do, or these ways that we like put up walls and hide and try to stay safe and comfortable. And instead it's just like, you know what, I'm ready to just totally show all of myself and be myself. And ironically, it's like that's the thing that we love the most about each other. We love each other the most when we take the mask off, right? That's where the true intimacy can really come out. And so the clarifying card for this, another beautiful card, this is the Ace of Fire. So this is really about being able to set ourselves free by being inspired, receiving this divine inspiration of the soul. So another ace here. So aces are gifts from the divine, gifts that are handed down from God. And fire has to do with that flame. It's the flame of our souls. It's the twin flames. And so each of us receiving this ignition, receiving this inspiration in our soul to give us the strength to break free from these uncomfortable situations, from these attachments that aren't serving us anymore, and letting the masks come off so that we can move into a brighter, more positive future and really celebrate this beautiful divine love. So a lot of transformation taking place here in the soul, and a lot of empowerment. And like I said, I feel like this new moon that we are experiencing is all about healing and love through communication. And whether this communication does happen directly with your twin or not, it could happen between family members, it could happen with friends or co-workers, whatever kind of situations that you are dealing with. This is just energy the universe is bringing us that will help heal our connection, even if it's not something that's directly happening with our twin. It still is going to help shift the energy of our connection in a very positive way and move us into this beautiful, passionate, new beginning within a new ascension cycle. And also I'm noticing when we add the 5 and the ace, we get a 6. And 6 is the energy of the lovers. 6 is the energy of June, the month that we are in right now. Balance, harmony, healing. So just beautiful, beautiful energy here. And I just, like I said, I think it's just so amazing to see how far we have come as a collective, and I think that's something that we can all really celebrate and acknowledge ourselves for. All right, well, that concludes all of the cards here. And then I've got a romance message for us, and then we will wrap up with a message from Spirit for some additional guidance. So I have the Divine Love Letters book, and these are channeled letters from Twin Flames to Twin Flames. And so I'm going to read a letter from each one, and what I did was I added all the numbers of the cards to come up with a number. And the number that I came up with was 83. I believe. Yeah, I think it was 83. So I've got 2 volumes here, so I'm going to start with volume 1, and as I read it, just pretend that, well, it's not really pretend, because these are from our soul group, and so this is like being channeled for this reading as a letter to you from your beloved. So in a collective way. All right, so letter 83. So it says, "My love, my heart, my angel, I love you. I desire you. I want to drown in your body. I want to caress your skin and kiss you tenderly all over. I want to feel every inch of our bodies touching and know that you are mine forever. I have waited so long for you. I have waited so long for true love to come into my life, and then you arrived, like an angel from above. Trust that I am on my way back to you. Trust that it is only you that is in my heart. Trust that my passion is you. I will be your dream every day for the rest of our lives. Love you to eternity and back." Woo! That one's a nice spicy one. I like that. Woo! Yeah, it's getting hot in here. Okay, so that was from Volume 1, and then we will read 83 from Volume 2. Okay, it says, I want to say that I am waiting longingly and somewhat impatiently for you to come home. It feels like it's been way, way, way too long, and we have been apart for way too long. Surely we must have learned enough lessons for us to come back together. I know that you are my heart. I know that I don't want anyone else. I know that I am the only one that makes your soul light up and gives your heart the gift of wholeness. I know that my body fits your body like a glove. I know all of this. So, why won't you come? When will we be together? So, pretty clear messages there. It's just reminding me of a lot of the energies that were coming through in the reading where, you know, one of the twins is patiently waiting and the other twin is desperately wanting to get home, wanting to feel our physical bodies intertwined and working really hard to find their way back home. So, yeah, really beautiful messages there. All right, well, let's wrap up with some final words from Spirit just to give us some extra spiritual guidance and clarification as we move forward. Getting all my cards perfectly lined up. I don't know why, I'm kind of like OCD with my cards. Okay, so for the Divine Masculine, Spirit's message for you for this reading is forgiveness. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this came up in another recent reading for the Divine Masculine. So here we have it coming up again. So this is just a very clear message that Spirit is wanting to get through about forgiveness. So I'm going to read from the book, and it says, to forgive is it starts with a quote. Okay, here we go. I think the heat and like the energy, I'm just feeling really lightheaded right now. So I know Gemini is very airy, so maybe I'm just feeling all this air energy. Okay, deep breath. To forgive is to set a prisoner free and to discover that the prisoner was you. And that is a quote from Lewis B. Smedes. Sounds like a very wise man. Okay, it says, holding on to past hurts and injustices keeps you imprisoned within your own pain. Therefore, it is imperative that you forgive, for in doing so, you will set yourself free. Yet, to forgive does not mean that you condone or approve of another's harmful actions. It just means that you are no longer willing to be that person's victim. Forgiving cuts the negative energetic ties that bind you to a painful past action. Forgive and set yourself free, because you are worth it. In doing so, you will regain your sense of self, and your life will change for the better. And there are a couple of affirmations with this card. It says, in forgiving another, I set myself free. And it says, in forgiving another, I show love and respect for myself. So I feel like this really goes back to that third chakra card that we were seeing relating to the divine masculine's confidence level. And so it feels like this could also relate to this clarifying card with the 5 of Cups, or 5 of Water, where some of this sadness and grief and loss is because of this forgiveness that needs to take place. So it's almost like there is this blockage or something that is holding back the divine masculine from being able to fully ignite this new beginning in love, to open that door to romance. There is this feeling of grief and loss and regret, and it just feels like this is what Spirit is saying, that bringing in this forgiveness is going to heal that. So know that it is time to break free from the chains of the past, and wherever forgiveness is needed, whether that is forgiving yourself, forgiving your beloved, forgiving God, forgiving your parents for some kind of patterns that you took on. I don't know, however this applies for you, you can make it fit. And just know that this is a very powerful message of healing for the divine masculine. So bring in this forgiveness. Forgive the past. And know that you are worthy of having this door to romance open up and receiving this amazing, beautiful, divine love that is ready for you to have, and to embrace that. So, yeah, forgiveness is such a powerful healer. So just keep that in mind. And there's that Ho'oponopono. I think it goes like, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, or I love you, thank you. You can Google it, but it's a really, really powerful mantra or prayer that brings about forgiveness. And you can say it for yourself, say it for others, wherever forgiveness is needed. And it is very healing and very cathartic, and can help clear and balance and heal this third chakra energy here. Okay, so for the divine feminine, Spirit's message for her today is the golden path within. So I will read from the book, and this is just such a beautiful card. I love the imagery, and again, this feels like it's mirroring with the divine masculine, this solar plexus chakra, with all of this yellowish gold, radiant sun kind of energy coming through. Okay, it says, it seems like you have lost your way. You're feeling a little confused, unsure of what direction to take. You question what it is you really want from life. Well, this card is here to help you. The right path is not in your mind. It is in your heart. To find your way home, you must travel the golden path within. The following exercise will help you find direction and purpose. So if you would like, you can feel free to join in as I read this and do this exercise. Close your eyes and imagine a warm golden light within your mind's eye, the area between your eyebrows. Now feel the light within your heart, and also imagine the light expand in every direction until you feel yourself cocooned in a bubble of golden light. Relax and breathe in golden light, which now transforms into every color of the rainbow and forms an aura of rainbow light all around you. Now, imagine yourself on a beautiful golden path, surrounded by nature, lush trees, flowers, and the sound of birds. Your face is caressed by a warm and gentle breeze. The path stretches to the horizon at the end of which is a large golden sun. This golden path is your life. The sun symbolizes the light of your soul, which is here to illuminate your path through which you see the way forward. The breeze is your intuition, the voice of spirit forever within you. Through the golden path within, you discover all you need to know. There is no need to figure out in your mind what your heart already knows. Within is the way forward. Practice the golden path exercise each day until looking within becomes second nature. So this is just such a beautiful message, especially at the time of this solstice and for the Divine Feminine as she is going through this death and rebirth and this transformation. And so when we are going through a time of transformation and rebirth, we can feel a little bit lost. And so I feel like Spirit is just really reminding the Divine Feminine that you do have everything you need within you for this twin flame journey. When you're feeling lost and confused and you're not sure which direction to go, go within your heart. The heart is what is going to connect you with your soul. It's what's going to connect you with Source. It's what's going to connect you with your twin. And just like how this card, you have the twin within, and our twin always lives in our heart. So just know that you are an amazing, powerful being. You have spiritual gifts. You have so much divine support. God is wanting to support you. The universe has your back. And when we can take that time to just get quiet and go within and feel into our heart space, then we can access the clarity and the guidance that we're seeking. And it really gives us that strength that we need to stay on the journey, to stay aligned with our soul's truth, and to really keep moving forward. And we are moving towards this bright future, this big sun, this beautiful divine light. So just like in this walking away card, moving towards the light, and just keep walking the path. So beautiful messages here, and I really hope that this was helpful for you. Again, this is a general reading for the collective, so if you would like to see the specific energies going on within your connection, I do offer private readings, and I would be honored to support you and guide you. You can visit my website, twinsinunion.com, to get more information and book a reading there. I also will post information in the description box below. You can also feel free to email me, twinsinunion@gmail.com, and I would just be happy to help you and serve you in any way that I can. So I am sending you all so much love and light, and wishing you many blessings for this super new moon in Gemini. So take care. Bye-bye.